Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good night. We're going to talk about Walmart tonight. All right, so I'm going to start. All right, so who am I? So my name is Michal Chapnik, and I live in Las Vegas, the hot, super hot already Las Vegas. I'm a mom for two amazing kids. I started selling on Amazon and eBay in 2011. It was just a couple of months after I had my first son. So, you know, you're home trying to find something to do. So I started with a lot of baby merchandise and licensed merchandise and really fell in love in licensed merchandise. So since then I'm selling mostly licensed merchandise, mostly clothing items, shoes. I get my inventory usually from wholesalers. I will do sometimes online arbitrage, but mostly wholesalers. And one of the things that I love to do the most is to get merchandise is not out there yet. So all the new styles that come in for new pajamas, clothing, shoes, and get them listed on Amazon and of course Walmart. Because I have a multi-channel business and I have a lot of stores, we do a lot of merchant fulfill. So I do some from my location, and most of the stuff are being shipped by a prep center. So once you guys have more than one store or you're doing merchant fulfill, I definitely recommend to try a prep center. Most of them will do merchant fulfill for you. So right now I'm selling on Walmart, eBay, Amazon, Amazon Canada, and Shopify. All right, so we're gonna talk about Walmart tonight, but I do wanna mention why you should have more than one store. So it can be, probably most of you I know selling on Amazon. I will recommend to add more store as Amazon Canada or Amazon UK and so and so. And of course, Walmart. So some of the advantages of having more than one store is that in different marketplaces, a different item will sell differently. So for example, my items are actually selling better on Walmart. So I'm happy I'm selling on Walmart. It does sell on Amazon, but it's just a little better on Walmart. There's a lot of brands and categories you need to get approved to sell on Amazon. So when you try to sell them on Walmart, it's much, much easier. There's a really very small list of brands that you cannot sell on Walmart, but most of the brands and most of the categories are open for everybody. So as you know, guys, a lot of people do go directly to Amazon to start their shopping, but many, many more, I'm talking about millions of other people, they will go first to a search an agent, or they will get there from ads on their Facebook, Instagram, or from YouTube. And most of those marketplaces are spending a lot of money in advertising on all these platforms. And if you check Google ads for many items you're selling, you're gonna be surprised to find that Amazon is not promoting your items on Google Ads. You will find a lot of Walmart and other websites on Google Ads. So definitely, if you wanna reach more people, you should be selling on more marketplaces. And again, as more stores you have, is more your business is bigger, it's worth more, especially a Shopify store. When you own a Shopify store, it's actually, you can sell it and make money of it. And of course, you increase your sale while you're insuring, you always have a plan B. So a little bit about Walmart. Let's actually go to the next one. So Walmart, if you don't know, Walmart is the biggest retailer in the world. So he's actually double than Amazon revenue for a while. So this year for 2019, Walmart did 514 billion. That is almost double than Amazon. Amazon was on 280 billion, but that's not all from their retail Amazon. It's also from their other services they provide. If you look at in this graph, you can see that Walmart marketplace is growing super fast. To grow 40% in a year, it's little crazy numbers for every online store. If we compare it to Amazon, that is growing around 15% a year, that's huge. So if we look about the future, we have a huge and great, amazing future on selling on Walmart. So Walmart Marketplace. Right now, Walmart catalog have around 75 million items compared to Amazon is 60 million. So that's telling me that so many products are not there yet. So we can already see that there's so many opportunities on Walmart. If we look at the competition, Walmart have 33,000 sellers compared to 2.5 million on Amazon. So this is why you guys have so much competition on Amazon. So Walmart, most of the items you're gonna sell, you're gonna see that you have zero competition, or if it's, you know, really like popular items, like if you find some stuff, if you do a retail arbitrage, you might gonna have one or two seller competing with you, and that's really not a big competition.
I have to say that's what I love about Walmart.
Yes.
That they don't have as many sellers right now as the other platforms. So anyway, go ahead.
Yes, I love that too. I don't have nobody on my listing most of the time. So that's wonderful. It's also wonderful with the price. I don't need to take my price down. And I can sell something as long as no other marketplace selling similar item. Usually Walmart wouldn't have any issue with me selling it, you know, in any price I choose. Of course, you want to be fair. Walmart does have a system that tracking prices on popular items, and it will let you know if your price is too high. But they're not going to block you or anything, just going to let you know, and will ask, you know, if you want to be active there in this listing, you should take your price down a little bit. So actually what I love about Walmart is that every time, I don't watch much TV, but sometimes the TV is on and I see their commercial for, you know, shop online, pick up at store. So they are present everywhere. They're always there right now with the pandemic happening. Actually, Walmart app is the most watched and used app in the last couple of months. So people are using the app to, you know, buy groceries and go pick up. So there's millions of people that love Walmart, that trust Walmart, and Walmart is really spending so much money to grow their online business with commercials and ads. So just good for us, because you have your, whatever you're gonna list on Walmart, you have millions of customers that can see your items there. Their site is very, very easy to use, very clean. They changed their design like last year. Like I said, their mobile app is amazing. They have features for in-store pickup. Another thing that they're competing really good with Amazon is that they do offer 2-day or 1-day free shipping for most of their catalog. Stuff they're selling, not third-party seller. Even though as a third-party seller, you have the option to show up as a 2-day, but that's gonna be through Deliver. We're gonna talk about it later. So the nice thing about it that you don't need to have a Prime membership. So if somebody will find the same item he likes on Walmart and he doesn't need to, he get it in 2 days, he's gonna end up buying it in Walmart. So again, there's a lot of traffic because of the 2 days and 1-day delivery. And again, it's growing super fast, and that's the place to be today in order to stay ahead of the game, the e-commerce. All right, now how we get approved on Walmart. Okay, so when you go and you start the application, you need to be prepared with few things. You should have them ready. The first thing, you need to have your EIN. So it's your business number you're getting from the IRS. So you should have this ready. If you don't have one and you have a business, you should apply and get one. The second thing is you can go online and download a W-9 form, W-9. It's going to say it on the application. When you open the first page, you're going to see all this information there. So you can always start the application and stop. And once you want to continue, they will send you an email to continue from where you stop. So if you're not prepared with all this information, you forgot something. So again, in the first page of the application, it's just going to be your name, your company name, your address, you need to upload the W-9. It's just really to fill up your name there and your EIN and save it. You can upload that. You're going to also need to upload your EIN letter from the IRS that you get. So that's really the basic stuff. And then you're going to have in the application, they're going to ask you again, just really basic information. And then they're going to ask you if you're planning to sell perfumes or phone accessories. So that first question, you don't really have to answer it. I wouldn't pick nothing, because that's where they're going to stop you to review you. So you don't want to pick none of those. There's like 4 different categories they will ask you. Again, you don't pick none of those. You continue with the application. And then they're going to ask you for the category that you sell mostly. So you can choose like home or beauty, clothing. So again, something really general. If you sell general items, just pick one category. I always recommend to go on the clothing category, because they want more seller in this category. Or home or beauty. Those are really good categories you can pick up. They're going to ask you how many SKUs you have. It means how many items you have in your catalog. I will choose 500 to 1,000, because they need to know you have a nice catalog. Even though if you don't have, don't worry about it. When you get your account, they're not going to make you sell all the SKUs, but that will help you to see that you have many SKUs. If you private labeling or your brand and you only have 10 SKUs, again, that's fine. They will still love to have you there. In the beginning, they wanted, like years ago, they really looked for people that have a big catalog. And right now, they're not so picky. So that's good for you guys. But again, my answer will be 500 to 1,000 SKUs. They will ask you your revenue for a year, for your last year. So again, I will choose any number is bigger than 100K. They're going to ask you for your Amazon account URL. So if you have one, you need to provide it. Again, they're not really going to dig in there. It's just for them to know you are an experienced online seller. That's what they want to know. Okay. So after you have your URL, they will ask you if how you fulfill your orders. Again, that's a really tricky question, because they're going to have one of the answers is FBA. Again, you do not mention you're using FBA. That's where they think that you might going to use FBA to fulfill Walmart orders, and that's their big no-no. So again, you don't choose that. You just put merchant. They ask you for your warehouse address. If you have an office or your house address, that's fine. Another thing I recommend to do is to sign up with Deliver. And then when they ask you for your warehouse, you just write Deliver in the answer, just write Deliver. We're going to talk about Deliver later. So again, they're looking for serious sellers that are experienced and they have a really good customer service. So again, if you think you fit, so that will be a great marketplace for you. Any questions so far?
Yeah, we do have one question, but before this is what I hope that you all did with this information. She's telling you what you need to do step by step in order to get approved with Amazon. She literally just walked through it. So we want to encourage you, go back and watch the replay if you did not take notes, and execute those steps. She's telling you what to put on each page of the application process. So you want to go to walmart.com so that you can sign up to become a seller and then step through each one of those fields that she described so that you put exactly what Walmart is looking for so that you can get approved.
Yes. The only thing I can say that lately, again, if you don't mess up with these answers, you get it correct. Again, if you know what they want, you know what to answer. So you be very careful with your answers. So lately they made their application very short. In the past, it was very much more questions. And right now, if you answer it right, you get approved right away. So right now they just want seller to come in. They're not really taking the time to review the application unless if you get something wrong. So it's a simple application. And everybody, I did the application with them, and there's a lot of people, we all got approved right away. So yeah, maybe me and Nicole gonna do that, and we can share this video, right, Nicole?
Yeah, to show you if you wait until we record a second video to watch it, but she's telling you exactly what you need to do for each one of the fields to get approved. So you need to make sure that you have all your information in front of you before you start the application process, and you go from there. Now, there was a question about, says, was Walmart will offer 1-day pickup of my items? And so I think there's a clarification here. So if you're using Walmart to deliver items to your customer, because we're not talking about Walmart's fulfillment center today.
No.
Yeah,
Walmart just launched fulfillment for his sellers, but right now I think it's like mostly like invitation, it's waiting list, so it's not really, there is not much information out there. So right now Walmart is not fulfilling your orders. There is a service called Deliver, and that's what they're doing. They're FBA, they're working as the same as FBA, but for Walmart. So we're gonna talk about it a little later.
They can fulfill your orders. And if you have an order that you are merchant fulfilling for a customer, you can, whoever you are using for your shipping. So if you're using Deliver, fine. But if you're using UPS, USPS, FedEx, whatever,
yes,
you make arrangements to get that package and or item to that shipper. That's what you do. So they're not coming to pick up your items, so that we're clear. Unless you've made arrangements, like you may have a UPS account where they stop by your house or your warehouse every single day and pick up shipments, then that's a different story. If you've already got something in place, then yeah, they'll come pick up your stuff once you notify them that you have packages to pick up.
Yes. If you need fulfillment services, there's so many options out there, and that's something definitely possible. So if you use FBA to fulfill your Amazon orders, there's the same solutions for Walmart. Like I said, there's Deliver, or there's again, if you have a prep center, they will merchant fulfill for you. They can sync. There's all kind of softwares that can sync your orders from Walmart. So again, there's many solutions. So if you don't want to merchant fulfill yourself, that's fine.
And what I'll do is I'll put a link. We do recommend, we've got a couple of prep centers that we recommend. So I'll put a link in the chat. And if you want to use them, that's great. If you don't want to, fine. They're who I use for my inventory, so that way, my items can get shipped to my customers. And it brings or pulls Amazon out of the middle for, like, if you were doing FBA before, or if you decide you're interested and you get approved for the Walmart fulfillment center at some future time, having a prep center is a better way to go. so that way you're in control of your items and someone else can ship them to you or ship them to your customer, sorry.
Yes, exactly. So once you get approved, you're gonna get to your account. So you're gonna be able to create a password and log into your seller account. It looks very different than Amazon, but again, it's very simple, very easy. We're gonna go live in a few minutes so we can go through a little bit. So to set up your account, they're gonna, in your account, they're gonna be like a little box and checklist. It means they're gonna give you step by step by step by step. Once you're done with all the steps, you're gonna get the check mark and you can start selling. So the first steps are to fill all the information. So it's gonna be company information. So you need to write something short about your company, like who are you, who's your company, what are you know, your story. So anything, it's nice. It gives a way to the customer to connect with you and know who you are. If they do choose to, again, the Walmart customers, they don't really, most of them don't even know you. They're buying from a third-party seller, but slowly they're getting to understand that. So if they want to look at you for more information, they can see your company information. Customer service, you're going to need to write, again, a few lines. They're going to explain there. You need to provide with email address, that this email address will be visible to customers. So you need to come with the email address. So you need to be prepared to have an email address that you can check daily, of course. You also need to provide all kind of shipping templates. So again, it's very simple. The first template is free shipping, and then you can choose expedite if you want to charge for that, or standard. I provide free shipping for all my orders. Because again, most of my items are clothing, so they're very light. But again, if you have a little bit more heavier item and you want to add extra shipping, that's fine too. Return policy and tax info. So you need to say the state you're at. They're going to tell you if that state. So right now, for most of the states, they will collect and submit the taxes for you. So if you're one of those states, you have nothing to worry about tax. And then you're gonna get to a section when you put your company information, you need to upload the logo. So you need to be prepared. There's many free websites to create a logo. Just make sure you resize it to 400 by 50. It's gonna be PNG or JPG. And again, you're gonna upload that in the right place. Another thing you need to provide is a phone number. Again, this phone number will be visible to customers. You're not gonna get a lot of phone calls from customers because the customers will call Walmart because they don't know they need to call you. So sometimes Walmart will call you with the customer on the line. So again, you need to have a phone number. If you don't have a number just for that, it's very simple to get a free number from Google Voice. So you go to Google Voice and you create an account and you get a free number that's connected to your phone. You put the app on your phone and then it's gonna ring in your phone. And then it's not your actual phone number, it's your Google number. So that's another way. There is one more way, is I think through Skype. You can get a Skype number too. Now, how you get paid. So that's really important. So again, another part after you set up all your checklists, they will set you up with the account with Payoneer. So Payoneer is a company that processing payment for people from, even if you're outside the United States, you can still sell on Walmart because Payoneer will process your payment to wherever you live. So that's wonderful. So Walmart depositing the money into Payoneer and Payoneer depositing the money into your account. The thing I really love about Payoneer is that they're very good company, very great people. And if you sell on Walmart for a couple of months and you making money, even if you just make $2,000 to $3,000 a month, they will actually will start giving you funds to buy merchandise. So they will give you $5,000, for example, with no interest, just like a fee of like $150 to $200. So I'm using their funds all the time already for like a year. So it's great. You just, it's like free money. You use it, and then they take it little by little from your paychecks from Walmart. So I really love their loans because, like I said, there is no interest, and it's much better than any other loan. If you're taking loans out there, you pay usually between 4 to 10, 11%. Now, creating listings, that's again different than Amazon, but again, it's really worth it. A lot of people, they start and they stop because it's different and they need to spend more time to learn. I want to tell you that if you take the time, it's so worth it. It is a little different, but it's really so worth it to learn the way to do things on Walmart. Walmart also working really hard to add more features. So it is getting easier and easier to create listing on Walmart. We're gonna go live and I'm gonna show you a few options, but real quick, you have the option to create just one item, or you can create variation or upload an item in bulk through an Excel spreadsheet. You can also, the easiest way is to use something called setup by match. So what is that setup by match? Setup by match is an Excel that you're gonna put your SKU for your item and the UPC. So if you're selling backpacks and those backpacks are already on Walmart, you don't need to create a listing. You just use the UPC and you put it on the right Excel called setup by match, and you upload that Excel, and then you join in yourself to that listing, that existing listing on Walmart. So it's similar, when we go to Amazon and we pick up an SCN and we add in our product. So this is through Excel, but it's very similar. So it's really gonna take you like a minute and you're gonna be live on this product. Just need to go back and add some quantities. All right, so there's few more ways to create listings. So once you have more than one store, I really recommend to look at integration software. What they're doing, they're usually the best part they provide you is they sync all your inventory between stores so you don't oversell. Another thing they do is they have tools to create listing easily to all marketplaces. Some of them will help you transfer your listing from Amazon to Walmart. Like I think Geekseller. I'm using eCom Dash. If you guys need some more information, just ask me some question. But again, inventory software is really making everything so much more simple when you have more than one store. So I really recommend to do that. There is also all kind of services out there that will transfer all your Amazon listing into Walmart. Order fulfillment. Again, Walmart need to know you fulfill the order. So it's mean you or your warehouse or your prep center or 3PL, a third party fulfillment or deliver. That's what they need to know. If you want to do it yourself and you do merchant fulfill, you need to integrate your Walmart account with the shipping software like Ship Easy or ShipStation, Pintibos, and so and so. That's just gonna help you sync your orders and create shipping labels from the shipping software. Like we talked, so Walmart is offering fulfillment service, and I think with just a little bit time, it will be available to everybody. There is a big no that Walmart doesn't allow is you cannot fulfill your order from Amazon. So they don't wanna get, that their customer will receive Amazon boxes. So even if you ship from home and you wanna reuse a box, you're not allowed to use Amazon box. All right, very important, guys. This is one of the things that can, you can lose your account if you do that. So don't do it. All right.
Absolutely. So I was going to say, if you use a prep center, they will make sure, the prep center one will send it in either a generic box or whatever you're using. If you're using Deliver, whoever you're using, they'll make sure that it's not an Amazon box. So I'm a person who has a boatload of Amazon boxes. And be mindful of not sending my stuff to the customer if I'm fulfilling the orders in my Amazon box. I have to use a blank box. So there's different places where you can get boxes for sure.
All right, I'm gonna go quick to Walmart. All right, let's refresh this page. All right, do you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Beautiful. All right. So this is your Walmart account. This is how it's look like, guys. So this is the home page. Again, it's different. You don't see numbers in here, and in orders, you don't see much. This is your manage inventory page. So where you see all your inventory, okay? So you can see that so far I have, this is the amount of SKUs I have in my account. Now, so there's few things I'm going to show you real quick. This is how you add items, because that's, the part that you guys going to have a lot of questions once you have your account. You want to know how to add an item. So you have the option to do add a single item, and that's going to open you like a page inside your seller center. So it's very similar to just add a product on Amazon when you create it on your account, just one single product. On Amazon, you can go to this page and add a variation. On Walmart, you cannot add a variation. You can just post one single item. So it's mean if it's just like you selling, let's say, again, just one style of backpack, or one style of a floaty, or just one thing, one item. If you're selling frozen pajamas and it's coming size 2, 3, and 4, you cannot use that. You're gonna need to use the add item in bulk and create it in an Excel spreadsheet. So add one single item. Let's go really quick. So again, it's gonna open you the page and you need to start fill it up. You need to put your title, your ID, so it's always UPC. You're gonna need to put the UPC and select the category. So for example, let's choose that. And then you need to start filling out all these attributes. So you're gonna start with your SKU. I recommend to use SKUs without any kind of hyphens in them. So it needs to be just like numbers and letters, that's it. You're gonna write your description. Again, you can write up to, it's gonna tell you usually, but you can go, I think, up to like 4,000 characters or something like that. But again, you don't want it to be too long and not too short. So everything you have like a little red dot, that's, you have to fill up those spaces, all right? You see, this is just like if you wanna put the MSRP price, but again, you don't have to use that. And just the most important information, you need to fill it out. All right. So if it's, for example, Frozen, so for character, you put Frozen, the license, it's Disney, and so and so. The most important part is in the end. So this part, okay, it's the keywords. Now, this part is much better than the keywords on Amazon, because here you can put up to 4,000 characters, and that's a lot. Amazon only allow you to put 250. So that's much, much more. We can do a whole different webinar about keywords, but I'm sure you guys know how to find your keywords. One of the quick tip I can give you is when you go to walmart.com and the search box, just actually starting to write your items. So if, for example, it's a frozen pajama, so you're going to write frozen pajama, and it's going to start giving you a whole list of similar searches. So just from there, I will take a lot of search terms. It's the same thing with Amazon. You know, they're already giving you, they're telling you what people are searching. Just write the word frozen and see that list that come in of that search tab. So that's just a real quick tip. The other part you need to fill out in here, you're gonna need to move to here, to images, and here you're gonna upload the images. You can upload up to 9 images. And this part is really important. This is where you put the price.
Can I ask a quick question? What are the image size requirements? Do they tell you?
Usually they're 2000 by 2000. For everything is fashion category, like clothing and shoes, they want it to be 1500 by 2000. So it will be more like a fashion image. And other categories usually is 2000 by 2000.
Okay, thank you.
Quality. So when you upload good quality image in the right size, it's gonna display really nice in your listing. And you know, the customer, when they go over the image, it will show it bigger. So very important, yes, the images. So shipping weight, tax code, there is a list you can download from your Walmart help that you get all, or you can just even Google Walmart Marketplace tax code. You can use a general one or one by category. Again, you can find it in the information. I think in one of the Excel sheets, they actually have a link for that, but we can share. If you remind me, Nicole, I can send you the list of tax codes, all right?
Okay.
So this is, all these other parts are not really important, but this is really important. This is the day you start selling, and you have to mention the end date. So the end date, just pick a date like 10 years from now, okay? Be very careful if you pick a date that is, you know, next year. One day, you know, next year without you noticing, the listing is not gonna be active anymore. So just pick a date that is 10 years from now. All right, so we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna go back to add a new item. We don't have a lot of time, so I cannot go through too much about listing because that's, again, that's just a couple of hours itself. But the beautiful thing is that for every Excel you're gonna use, there's instructions and they're very, very good. So we're gonna go real quick to here. All right, the third part, we're not gonna talk about it because this is, again, this is integration with softwares and other companies that can help you create listings. So usually you're not gonna use that. So you're gonna use the other one. So when you go to add item in bulk, you're gonna have 2 options. The first one will be set up by match. And if you click on that, it's gonna download you an Excel that you just need to fill out the UPC, your SKU, your price, the category, and that's about it. It's really like 5 or 6 tabs to fill out. And once you fill this out, you come back here. So again, you click on that, it's gonna, when you click on that, the Excel is gonna download. You fill it up, there is instruction on it. Once you're done fill it up, you come back here and you upload it here. You click submit, and everything that you fill out in there, if the UPC is already on Walmart, it's gonna match you to that listing. And then you can just need to come back to your manage inventory and put your quantities, and that's it. So that's really, really simple. The other part is if you wanna create a bulk listing. So again, if you have variations, if you have just a lot of items, you just want to do it one time. I really prefer this option much better because when you fill out an Excel sheet, you don't lose all your information. If you go and you add item one by one, you know, if your laptop is turning off or something, you know, you lost everything you did. So I think working with Excel, it's much easier. So to download the Excel, they're going to ask you to choose the category. It's very important to pick up the right category. So if you're selling shoes, you need to choose footwear, okay? And then you're going to download the Excel, all right? And maybe we're going to download one Excel just to, or maybe I will open you one that I already have so you guys can look at it. What do you say, Nicole?
Yeah. Well, say that again. Sorry, I'm multitasking. I'm asking.
I'm gonna maybe open an Excel for you guys so you guys can look at the Excel.
Yeah, go for it. Definitely. And so the Excel is going to have all the required fields if you're going to do an upload, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which is probably faster, especially like if you're doing things that are multicolored or multi-size, like you said. So kids' clothes or things
All
that
right, so
come in blue and green.
let me share my screen so you can see my Excel. All right, do you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, beautiful. So again, when you download the Excel, you have instruction right here. It can tell you everything you need to know. It's all right in the Excel. So all the information you're gonna have here. You're gonna have another tab of data definition that will give you even more information about how to choose the category, the attribute, for example, seasons or activities. So they're gonna give you examples. And the only thing I can tell you is that as more attribute you're gonna fill out, like stuff like that, like activity, occasion, you guys, this is how you optimize your listing. So you're gonna have a much better chance to display in the first page or display correctly when somebody's searching for your item. So as more information you're gonna put, as more correct the information will be, you guys gonna display better. And when your listing is flawless, it's gonna show up in Google Ads for free. So you don't pay for that, Walmart pay for that. And that is like the best part that people can actually find you on Google. So I really recommend to take the time and learn about creating listings. And you know, you can always feel free to ask me question, even, you know, even if you have question in the future. So
let me ask a quick question. So the
yes.
fields in this Excel spreadsheet, the category, first they choose the category at the top of the screen. And then when they choose the category, when they're actually in the application, not this Excel spreadsheet, but then when they're in it, they choose a category for the listing they're about to create. Fields pretty close to the same regardless of the category you choose, or do some of the fields change? And so you need to have a separate Excel spreadsheet for each individual category.
Yes, they have little different definitions and attributes for different categories. So you really wanna, so if you wanna mix items, you put them in groups. So then you can do one Excel for clothing, one Excel for shoes, one Excel for backpacks, one Excel for home goods, one Excel for, you know, outdoor. So you don't want to mix all your items in one Excel.
Okay.
Really good thing is that when you upload your Excel, not even before you upload your Excel, first of all, when you download an Excel, it's gonna ask you in yellow to enable all the editing and all this stuff. So you're gonna have a few places you need to click. And when you put something and it's an error, it will give you the error in the Excel. So you already know you have errors before you even upload that. And even if you upload your Excel, you can go after a few minutes and see if you have errors, and it's gonna tell you exactly what's the error. So again, you have the Excel, you go back to the Excel, you fix it, and you upload it again. So that's the nice thing about it. So again, you don't lose all your information. And then if you have, again, similar items, you can probably use the same Excel, change your SKUs, your UPC, and whatever information. So again, it looks scary in the beginning, but it's really not. It's just really following the instructions. So they ask you for your SKU, your product name, it's your title, the ID. So again, you always pick UPC because that's what we're using, UPC. So you're gonna put your UPC. The description, again, it looks small in here, but it's very long. So to do the description, I will do it on a separate page, and then I will copy paste it to here. I like to use Google Docs, and it's helping me, for example, to keep all my information there and create my listing there and then copy paste it to here. And
so the key to doing the upload is you do have to have Excel, or you can upload it using Google Sheets.
No, you have to have Excel on your computer. So if you don't
have it, okay.
Create
it in Google Sheets
and download it.
Okay.
It's really not expensive. I think there's yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, I think they could probably create it in Google Sheets, and then they'd have to copy all, clean it up, tweak it in Google Sheets, and then copy it up.
Yes.
Okay. And then the other question I have is the required fields. So I'm assuming that when you get an error, you're getting an error. You haven't populated a required field, or you populated a required field in the wrong format. Would that be correct?
Yeah, they will tell you what's the error if you put the wrong information, or you put something it doesn't fit, like number, and this field cannot have a number, or the opposite, or something with the color. So they will tell you what's the error.
So I think, in essence, for those of you that may have sold, like you still sell on eBay, and maybe you use different tools. I know that there's a bunch of different eBay loading tools that are, that are in Excel to mass load your listings onto eBay. The concept is very similar to doing a mass load onto Walmart if you're using an Excel spreadsheet. Same.
Yes, Amazon is the same. You can download Excel sheet and do a upload in bulk. So it's very, very similar. So again, it's one of the things that take the time, invest the time, and learn how to do it. If you don't want to do it yourself, if you have a big business, this is the perfect task for VA. I have VAs for Walmart for over 3 years. I did create it here and there, some listings, just to know how to do it and to teach it, but I don't do none of my listings. I have VAs doing all my listings. So again, now this part, key features, is similar to bullet points at Amazon. So you can have 1, 2, up to 10. I recommend always to have between 5 to 10. We're gonna, again, talk about it a little bit more. We're gonna talk about listing optimize and how to create listings soon. So let's go quick here. So again, the features, it's been the bullet point, the stuff that are really, really important that you want your customer to pay attention. In Walmart, the listing showing up different. So usually the description is first, and under it, you will have the key features. Again, the tax code, the brand. Okay, now this part is something you need to learn. So how you add your images to an Excel. You go and you open an account in imager.com. That's a free website. When you go and you upload your images there, and then you get a URL for each image. Now you always use the URL that end up with GPG. You're gonna get in Imager, when you ask for the link, they're gonna open you a whole list of links. You use the second one. So the second one, it's called, I think, direct link. And it's gonna end up with GPG. So that's really important to use that link. Okay, and that's the link for your image. And this is where Walmart is taking all your images from. So again, you can put up to 9 images. So you can just add more. You're gonna put your price and some, the sizes. This is a swim. So again, you put your sizes, you put the weight. Okay, this is very, very important. It's called variant group ID. So you know when you go to Amazon and you create a listing for, let's say, a t-shirt, and you have a couple of sizes and colors. So when you create it on Amazon, Amazon will provide for the parent ASEAN. So there's going to be one ASEAN that is gathering all the variation under it. In Walmart, you need to come up with the ASEAN, okay? So you need to come with the variant group ID. So usually I will use like the item number with some numbers or anything, and I will keep track on those, because you don't want to use the same variant ID for different items, because what's going to happen is that you're going to mix a couple of irrelevant items under one page. So you want to be very careful. So let's say I'm selling one swim trunk and I have all the sizes. So I will put the same variant group ID for all of them. So all of them will show up under one page and variation, okay? And then you're gonna choose, you have a place to choose colors. If the variation is by size, by color. So this one, for example, it's going by size. This variation is color and size. So you have the option to do both. The first SKU will always be the primary variant. So you only pick one item from each group and you call it the primary variant. And in the end, you have the best part, that is the keywords. Again, go wild. You have up to 4,000 characters. So you can go ahead and write as many as you want. All right. All right. Any questions?
All right, so I love this. So the first thing we did was we talked about creating the account. And then in the middle of creating the account, she went through what you required to even get the account approved. Then once you're approved, she pointed out some things about creating your first listing, what you need to keep in mind about creating your listings. And there's a lot of fields. So you can create a single listing, or you can create bulk listings by putting them into Excel spreadsheet. If you've done loads up to eBay in the past, if you've done them to Amazon, then it's a similar concept, and you do require Excel. You said that the sizes of the image needs to be 2,000 by 2,000 or 2,000 by 1,500, depending on what it is that you're selling, and that they got to choose the category where they're going to sell it. The field requirements are going to be different for each one of the categories. So I like the fact that my son is talking to us at the same time. I like that, we're telling you exactly how to get approved. So all you have to do is just go execute those steps. And then pointing out the differences, because a lot of us are Amazon sellers. And so pointing out the difference between Walmart and what it may be related to on Walmart versus Amazon.
Okay. Yes, but guys, it's really, really worth it. Of people that were doing Walmart for a while, and their feedbacks are amazing. They're getting so many sales, especially in this time when everybody's home and shopping online. Is literally so much sales you're getting. Let's actually go back to finish our quick view on Walmart.
Can I ask you a quick question? So a lot of the things
let me know if you have a question.
So some of the things that you're selling on Walmart are some of the things that you're selling on Walmart.com. Are those things that you've done retail arbitrage for, or are some of them wholesale, or is it a combination of both?
Everything sells. And you know what's the most beautiful thing? You know when you go to Walmart, to the store, and they have some pajamas or stuff on clearance. So you buy those stuff and you come home and you just do the setup by match with the UPC. That is exactly 1 minute to do. And then because those stuff are on clearance, usually they will be sold out online. So everything Walmart have online, they're selling out super fast, especially on the clothing category. So you go back home, we bought many times pajamas for $3 and stuff for $1 and shoes for $2. And we go back and we put it in like $30, $40, and those stuff are flying in minutes because the original listing was already created by Walmart and they're sold out, but those items are so popular. So the beautiful thing, you can flip from Walmart to Walmart. You can online. So I go online, let's say right now I know that, let's say Super Mario is super hot. So Walmart have pajamas in stock, they're selling for $10. I know because of my experience, I know that in 2 weeks they're gonna be sold out. So I buy 20, 30 pieces, I bring it to my place, I sit on it for 2 weeks, I put it back on Walmart. Walmart is already sold out. I sell it for $29.99. I do it for years. So it's very, very easy to flip on Walmart. Very simple.
Okay, so I hope you guys caught that. Basically,
oh yeah, that's another
Walmart. And if you think you need to establish a wholesale account, you can. Wholesale accounts are not a bad thing to have, but the opportunity, especially with stores right now, offering all these amazing deals. So I'll give you an example of coupons that I get every single day from like Old Navy or Penny, and you buy those things deep discount, have them shipped to you or shipped to your prep center, and then you list it on Walmart. So those are always opportunities. You can use retail arbitrage on Walmart and not have a problem. So just encouraging you, that's another way to do it. But if you want to establish wholesale accounts, or if you already have wholesale accounts, there's nothing wrong with that either. And if you have a private label product, there's nothing wrong with that either.
Yes, you know how many times you go to wholesalers and like, oh, are you selling on Amazon? And you say yes, and they're like, oh, no, we don't sell to Amazon sellers. There's not a lot of company like that, but I know they're out there. But you guys, you can tell them I'm selling on Walmart and you might get a different answer, or, they will be happy to sell you if you're selling on Walmart because they're a little bit tired of selling to Amazon sellers. So it's really depends on the company. I think there's so much opportunities out there. You can also approach people that have brands and ask them to be their exclusive seller for Walmart. So once you have a Walmart account, there is really a lot of opportunities out there. Let's go back to the account. So after you upload your Excel, you can come back here and look at the upload. So let's say we upload yesterday a spreadsheet with 30 items. So 29 items went through and 1 failed. So if I click on it, it usually will tell me the errors, what happened. So it will tell me. So this error says something unexpected happened. So usually it doesn't mean nothing. You just need to upload it again or just wait and it will show up. So I think everything went through with this feed. But again, you can always come back here and see what's going on. So it's really great features that we use a lot. So under that, you have a bulk inventory update. So if you want to update, let's say you upload all your merchandise and now you just want to change one attribute, like you decided that now instead of the color, you thought it's white, but now it's clear. So you go and you change that and you upload that again. So a bulk price update, that's amazing features that you should definitely look it up. It's a Excel that you put your item SKU, your price, and you can choose if you want to do reduce or clearance. So what it's doing is creating a promotion and you get this badge on your item that says reduce or clearance, and that's for free. You don't pay for that. So a lot of times I take something and I say the original price is $29.99. Now it's reduced to $21.99, and it's helping you getting more sales, more traffic to your listings. So that's a really good features. A lag time update, it's related to your shipping time. And returns, bulk update, I never use that. I don't know, I don't get much returns. And by the way, the returns are processed automatically by Walmart. So all your returns, you're hands-free. So the customer will go to his account, will click return, he's gonna get a label, he's gonna get a refund, you get the item. So there is not much going on in there. You do lose your money on all your returns. So the only thing is to hope that the item will come back and be in a sellable condition and you just sell it again. But it's part of the business, you know, it's returns, it's part of lost. But it's nice because you don't want to really handle returns and customers and refunds. So I think I like this feature is that it's hands-free for you. This is where you see your orders. So as you can see, we already did like 60 or 70 orders today. There are still 2 that need to be shipped today. They just came in. So usually I will just create the label and we'll ship it tomorrow because sometimes some items are expedite or something, but they do need to ship today. And this is just new order. They just came in, so they're waiting to be shipped probably tomorrow or the next day. You guys can see this is just a couple of months, the last couple of months. So you see, it's really simple to sell on Walmart. I can tell you that I know many, many people that have those numbers and even bigger numbers, just selling similar item to whatever you sell on Amazon. So Walmart is amazing. It is amazing. So imagine, you know, you have this amount of sales every day, you know, 100 from Walmart, 100 from Amazon, if you have more store. So it's really good because if right now you're only selling on Amazon, so you only can sell this, you know, certain amount of orders a day. When you add another channel, you're gonna double it. Even if you grow your business in 30 to 50% more, I think it's wonderful. Okay, so this is the setting part. So when you get your account, this is where you're gonna need to go and fill out all the information here. This is the checklist. So you need to go one by one and fill up all the information here to be active. In the past, Walmart was asking new sellers to create like testing orders and ship it to themselves, but right now they cancel that, so that's wonderful. That's good news for you or whoever is gonna start selling now. So again, everything is really easy. Everything here you need to fill out, and you have here help. So if you click here, contact partner support, this is where you open a case. Usually they reply in 24 hours. So if you have any issue, you open a case. Visit partner help. This is where you have order articles about everything. So anything you need to know about listing, refund, shipping, everything is right there. So you have all the information is there. All right, so let's go back to our spreadsheet. No, to our presentation, sorry.
And a quick question. So
yeah,
I was asking about the images, and when she was talking about listing from Walmart to Walmart, that she used the UPC, so that automatically brought up the images. Mm-hmm. If you don't have a UPC and it doesn't automatically bring up the images, and you can always take pictures. I'm assuming a white background is always preferred. You can probably also do Google searches for the image of that online. So what I normally do is if I can find the item online, Google search image of it, I will left click on it and download save image as a JPEG and go from there. So hopefully that's the question.
Yes, so if you buy something on Walmart, it must have a UPC on it. So you able to flip it back, walmart.com. You can, everything you buy in Walmart have a UPC on it, no matter what, even clothing, shoes, everything. If you have an item that is already on Walmart and you don't know the UPC, you're gonna have to create a whole new listing because they don't have the features that let you join a listing without UPC. I'm sure it will come in the future, but right now it's not available. So you have to create a whole new listing for this item. All right, so what to sell on Walmart? So guys, Walmart is a different marketplace, but I will tell you that everything people searching on Google, Amazon, they search on Walmart is very, very similar. The searches are very, very similar. The trends are very similar. I will start with everything I have on Amazon. So first I will start with everything I have, everything you're selling, things you have in your garage or wherever. You will find it. Let's say I have a lot of items there. I was stuck with them for a year or two. And then I put them on Walmart and they're selling. So start with everything you're stuck with. You'll be amazed that something that doesn't sell on Amazon will sell on Walmart. So if you have wholesalers that you're working with and you look at their inventory and you didn't pick up a lot of stuff because they're already on Amazon, there's too much competition, go back and look at those items again. If they're not on Walmart and they have a good rank on Amazon, at least this item is gonna sell. So like I told you, there's millions of products. They're not on Walmart yet. So the only way to know if they're gonna sell on Walmart is to try. So you need to test them and try. I'm using the same tools. So I'm using Helium 10 when I'm doing my research for keywords or for a volume searches or for anything. So I'm using the exact same tools I'm using for Amazon. So again, if you go on Amazon and you find an item that have good rank, put it on Walmart, it's gonna sell. If you find something on Amazon that is not on Walmart, and again, is good rank, it's even better. It's gonna sell. There is really, the only thing I can say is that if something doesn't sell, maybe the listing is not good. Maybe your title, something is missing in your title, your keywords. Because their Walmart search agent is really good. They have a way, I like their way to find items a little better than Amazon because mostly for the clothing category. So if I go to Amazon, I can choose girls' pajamas under clothing category. When I go to Walmart, people can go, it's called shelf. So they go to clothing and then they can pick girls and then they can pick toddler girls and then they can pick pajamas and then they can pick a summer or they will have a sub and subcategories. It's called shelf. Walmart call it shelves. So that's really good because a lot of people will go really deep till they want to get. And if your item is set up correctly, people will find it. Another great way to know what to sell on Walmart is actually go to Google. So if you have item that is, you're selling it on Amazon and you go to Google and you search for it and you don't get a Google ad that's showing people that they can find this item on Amazon, this is a perfect item for Walmart because once this item is on Walmart, it will show up on Google Ads because Walmart is displaying almost all its catalog on Google Ads. So this is one way for me to find a lot of winner products, and some of my items are, I can tell you that I'm getting, you know, for specific items, sometimes 20 to 50, 60 orders a day, only because people don't find it when they search on Google. They don't find Amazon, they only find Walmart results. So check me out, go to all your catalog and search, do searches for your items on Google, and you're gonna be amazed to see that there is no results for Amazon. And you will get results for Walmart. So this is just gonna show you the huge potential you have with the millions of people that using Google every day. Another thing is bundles, multi-packs. Again, everything, if you have bundles on Amazon or you see somebody else having a really good bundle, they're selling a lot, just copy his bundle and put it on Walmart. Multi-packs, if something is selling really good, make a multi-pack, make 2-pack, 3-pack. Really good categories that I'm having a lot of success, again, is the clothing and shoes category, kitchen items, beauty, and home. Everything for the house, for the kitchen. Right now, I can tell you that the biggest categories right now are outdoor, everything outdoor, for kids, for adults, if it's from clothing to camping to grilling. and so and so. So outdoor category is really good at this moment, guys. Any question?
So we have another question about how do you determine the shipping cost and can I ship ground?
Shipping cost, what do you mean of my item?
Yeah, so I'm assuming if she's selling an individual, and you can correct me, I think the person who asked the question, you're shipping an item to an individual. It's similar to in my
Amazon, it's the same price.
Yeah, it's the same
So,
thing.
same prices.
Yeah, so if you're already shipping on Amazon, if you were already doing merchant fulfilled on Amazon, or if you're doing merchant fulfilled on eBay, the prices are going to be very similar. Yeah, she says she uses FBA, so she wasn't shipping before.
All right, so item that is up to 15 ounce will go first class. So it will go by the weight, 4 ounce, $3, 8 ounce, $4, and so and so. So it go up to $5, and then 1 pound will start from $7 and higher. You also get an access to a FedEx account that you get very, very good rates. So if you want to use FedEx, you use very good rates. If you use Deliver, they will ship all your items in 2 days for only $6. That's ridiculous. So you ship your items to Deliver the exact same way you ship your items to FBA. All right.
Yeah, and I would think if you're doing FBA right now, I'm sure if you take a listing and you list it again as just so you can see what your shipping credits are, you know, what your cost is, that can also give you some good estimates as well, just so you can see what your numbers would be. You can also use your phone, your Amazon seller app, because it'll tell you what the shipping credits are going to be. So that's another way to kind of get your pricing on what your shipping might be. So, but if you use Deliver, which is again like using a prep center, and if you either establish, you may already have a UPS account, or you may already have a FedEx. You don't have a FedEx, establish that, and then that way you'll get really good rates. So that's you with your estimates for your shipping.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of questions, especially for people that used to do FBA. But again, there's so many solutions. You just need to take the time and look it up. But it is very simple to create the same system for Walmart as you have with FBA. And it's just worth it. It's really worth it to be able to get more income and feel good, you know. Let's say something happened with your account with Amazon, so you know you have income coming from Walmart. So if tomorrow something happened to my Amazon account, I'm not even gonna be worried about it. So that's the, you know, the nice thing I can say about having another account, especially Walmart. All right, so let's talk a little bit about your listing and how to optimize it. So when you create your title, it's very important to make it 50 to 75 characters, not too long. And you want to use the most important keywords. You don't want to just have a lot of people, you know, on Amazon, they take a title and they just put a bunch of keywords in it. The title doesn't make sense. Don't do it with Walmart. It's have to make sense. Walmart have instructions on how you want the title to go. So when you create a title, it needs to be unique. Try not to copy paste the same title from Amazon. If you change it a little bit, it will work for the best for you, especially on the search engine agent and Google. When it's unique, so it's unique to Walmart. So again, Walmart know how to display it the right way on all the other advertising platform they're using. So the guideline is that you need to start with the brand and then the item name. If it's something with sizes or girls or boys or women's or anything, you need to mention that too. Something that define the item, the quality, or a name. If there's a style, if there is a color, a pack count. So all this stuff need to be in the title. So I'm going to show you in a sample in the next slide, I think. Don't use any kind of symbols. Again, I know in Amazon, people using a lot of symbols and commas and dots and all kind of stuff. Don't use them. As clean as possible will be better for you. If, for example, you have item that the color is really important because people will search for the item with a specific color. Make sure the color is in your title. The same with any other features is a really good keyword. So if you do your keyword research and something come up and have the most searches, like, you know, some search terms will have 10 to 20 to 100 searches a month, and this search term is fitting your title, you should use it. And if you have any kind of variation, don't include the color in the title, because if you have variation of a lot of colors, it's better not to put the colors in the title. And you can use the colors in your description or key features. All right, so this is just an example from a Walmart listing. So as you can see, Disney Frozen is the brand. So when you put your brand in the spreadsheet or whatever, it's gonna show up on top. It's not part of the title. This is the brand, and then you can always use the brand again in the title itself. So this is a good example because this is Disney Frozen. So you have Disney Frozen as a brand, and then you use Frozen again as a brand in your title. And then it goes toddler girls. So this is really important because this is where you define the right shelf. So the shelf is toddler girls. So if people searching, and when people search for clothing, they will search for toddler girls or girls size 3, girls size 4. This is how people searching for clothing. So if you have toddler girls, that will be exactly the right way Walmart wants you to have your title. And then ruffle short sleeves, so it's something that define the styles, and poly pajamas. So again, the most important keywords are here are Frozen is the #1 keyword. And then we have the toddler girls, and we have the short sleeve, that's a very important keyword, and the pajamas. It's also, again, we have something specific. So this is 3-piece set, very important, also in the title. All right, any question about the title? All right, so let's talk about the description. All right, so description. So Walmart does have a little bit different expectation from you for the description. Amazon is, you can do whatever you want with the description. You can tell a whole story, you can put a sell, you can, you know, try really selling there. With Walmart, they really want you to be very, very specific about the details. They don't want you to put too much information that is not relevant. So you want to put your product name, your brand, all the keywords that describing your item features and benefits, and related words that customers are likely to search for. Remember that if you don't have, you have so many keywords that are relevant for your product, you cannot put them all in the title. This is the perfect place to use all the search terms, keywords, everything you have in mind is the description part. For example, if you're selling a cardigan, use you can use cardigan in the title, and then in the description you can use the word sweater, because that's a similar word, and some people will use a sweater for their search and some will use for cardigan. So you want to mix all those keywords inside your description. Write a paragraph of 150 words or more. The longer, the better. Ensure your description is unique. It means they don't want you to just copy paste it from Amazon. Try to change it a little bit. Again, it's really gonna benefit you and your listing if you do the changes. And avoid repetition. Do not repeat the same word again and again and again. Write a copy that is specific and informative, not just fluffy or generic. You know, show some information that the customer, when he read it, he get his answer. I always say to people, when you write your description and your bullet points, think you're the customer and stop for a minute and say, if I'm the customer and I'm looking at this product, what kind of question will I have? Like, what's the size, what it's gonna fit, how do I wash it, what's the material. So if you know all the questions your customer may have, it's easier to create your description and your bullet points because you're going to put all this information in there. Again, remember, you want when a customer comes to your page, he can have all his question answered in your description, and then he's going to buy. Because if he doesn't know, he's not sure, he's going to end up not buying. So again, be clear and try to help customer make an informed decision. You're not trying to sell them anything. Some slang is some slang is acceptable as long as it doesn't break an authentic, straightforward tone. All right. So, any questions so far about the description? I'm gonna see a sample here.
Yeah. So one of the questions was, do you have everything that you sell on Walmart has to be new, or can you sell like new or use like?
No, brand new. There's only
brand new. Everything on Walmart needs to be brand new. Okay.
Brand new. Yeah. For electronics, you can do refurbished, but again, you have to, go through a different, get approved for that. You need to be a really big retailer to do that, to sell refurbished or renewed items. But I think I only saw that on electronics.
So eBay may be your option there if you want to.
Yes.
No.
eBay, Macari, Pushmark, so and so, OfferUp. There's so many. All right, so this is just an example showing you what is a good description and what is bad. I'm only going to read the bad so you guys know what they don't want you to write. So the good is very informative, okay? The bad is something like, again, like you're trying to sell them. They don't want a sell pitch. They want really information that will help the customer make a decision. So stay fashionable with the new cable, cardigans, shark by faded glory. The knit pattern on this piece is timeless and chic. So you see, it's really just like a selling pitch. Usually what people do on Amazon, and it's very acceptable on Amazon, but Walmart doesn't like it. And so again, you can use it for a little bit because a lot of time in my listing, I will put something like, for let's say I put in like a girl's dress. So I will put something like, your girl will feel wonderful in this dress, and this dress is made of. So I'm gonna start I will start with something very small just to make them feel, to read more, and then I will give some more information. But again, it's different than Amazon. So you guys really should make sure you change in your description and your bullet points. The same with the bullet points. So Walmart call it key features or highlights. You can add between 3 to 10 key features. They need to be, I usually like it to be just like one line each one, not too much, because the description is above it. So you just want to have like, it's coming in little dots. So you want to have them like one after another and try to make it not too messy. So if you say the first one is really long, don't make the second one too short. So, make it really look good in the eye when you're doing your key features. If you want to see how it looks like, just go to any listing on Walmart and you can see it. You're going to see description, and under it, you're going to see like dots. So those are the key features. Again, key features are the best place to put all your keywords. So you can use the same keywords you use in the description. That's fine. Again, just don't repeat it too many times. But again, I will always take all the information I have in the description and I will make it in a bullet points and put it under the key features. So it's very similar information, just like in the points that are very important. Like, for example, for clothing, very important to know the material. Don't miss that. Or the features. Everything I need to say about it. Like if it's 2-piece, 3-piece, short sleeve, long sleeve, if it's shoes, if it's flat, if it's slip on, those are keywords. Those are really what people are searching for. If somebody if I'm going out to Walmart and I feel like I want to buy a flat sandals, I will search woman flat sandals. So I want to have this as a key feature. So I will put woman flat sandals and add a few more things to that bullet point. And then in the second one, I will put great for summer, because people will search for sandals for summer. So I want to hit that keyword summer in my bullet points. So again, it's a lot of work to know your keywords and then know how to put it, how to display it in your bullet points or key features, as Walmart calling it. And again, just a lot of information, all the information that is very important, make sure it's going to be in the bullet points so the customer can make a quick decision if he doesn't feel like reading the whole description. So we have, again, I think I have a sample here. All right, so again, a good example. So they will show you here how to put the sentence, the bullet point in a good way. So Dora Trail small slat planter in white finish. So you have so many, again, you have keywords in here. So you have the planter, that's the keyword. If somebody is looking for white, so you have the white in here. And again, the bad example doesn't have too much information. The second one is Hamilton Beach 12 cup coffee maker and the model. So if somebody's searching for the model, a lot of people, they see something on Amazon, they will go to Google now to see if they can find a better price. So they use the model number. So again, you have the model number is very important to use it in the title and in the key features. And you have coffee maker. Coffee maker, again, is a keyword. The bad example will tell you Hamilton Beach 12 cup coffee maker with hot water dispensing. So there's no, what's missing is the model number. So again, model number is very important. Or again, if it's the color, if it's the style, if it's a different, like let's say if it's a license like Frozen or Batman. So again, you want to use those words again and again in your keywords, your very important keywords in your key features. So you can repeat it one time in the description, again in the key features, and in the title. All right, we're gonna continue with that. You guys, are you gonna share the slides, Nicole?
Yeah, if you're gonna give me the slides, I'd be happy to share them. I will put them inside the training site, the eCom Sellers Academy training site for sure. Yeah, I think those are great examples though.
All right, yeah, I think we're done. Yeah, there's so much more, but you know, our time is short. We're already an hour and a half in here. But yes, again, like I say, it's take the time, and it's really worth it to learn how to sell on Walmart, even though it's different than Amazon. Once you get the point of it, it's gonna get easier and easier. I really recommend to hire a VA to help you with the listings, because that's the thing that is the most time consuming. And just test items, find items from your Amazon store, look at the wholesalers, you know. Even if you do online arbitrage, it's perfect, because you know, some things that Target have, Walmart don't have. So you can take stuff from Target, sell them on Walmart. You can find stuff at Kohl's, sell them on Walmart, the Disney store. You can flip. Again, flipping is really, really simple to do. It's working amazing. And you can always test stuff. You can buy just stuff from Amazon, put them on Walmart just to see if they're selling before you invest in and buying it from a wholesaler. So again, just test and you'll be surprised.
I think that you did such a phenomenal job. You probably gave away over $200 worth of information. I mean, really. So I really think that the information you shared, you can get started. If you are listening to this, you can get started today selling on Walmart. Seriously. All
Yes.
you follow the steps, Go back and listen to the recording. She's guided you through how to get your account created, how to get your information loaded up, or how to get approved first, get it created, then get approved, and then creating your first listing. You know, we've talked about a couple of sourcing ideas. We've given you some specifics on, you know, just creating a good listing or an ideal listing. So this is your opportunity just to get started. I know people are frustrated with Amazon right now, especially with Amazon making, Amazon is just an evolving thing here because they are creating some challenges for sellers right now. A number of IP claims and different things. Your price is too high, and who knows what it'll be next. And a lot of it has to do with, you know, they just brought a bunch of people into the warehouse. They've made adjustments to what was, you know, approved for selling for a period of time. Now they've opened it back up to receive FBA shipments. They're going through their auditing process, and some of that process they would have had individuals in place to audit that, but because of COVID-19, they don't have it. So there's just a lot of things happening with Amazon right now. But Walmart is open. And so some compare Walmart right now to what Amazon used to be, you know, 6, 7, 8 years ago. So meaning the opportunity to sell a bunch of stuff and get approved for a bunch of stuff and not have a lot of limitations. So get started, get your Walmart account established, get your account approved, go through the process to get it approved, and start making some money. This is your opportunity. If you want to pivot, this is an opportunity. If you don't have the money right now to hire a VA, but you do have the time, then move forward with selling on Walmart and get some traction going, and then hire a VA at a later time. But I think everything Michelle has shared has been extremely helpful and beneficial, and we hope that this was a blessing to you. So the last question, how often does Walmart like raise their seller fees?
The seller fee?
Yeah.
It's only 15%. There's not much fees actually, so it's really nice. There is really no fees. The only fees is 15% on most of the categories. There is no, you don't need to pay for your account. There is no fees for shipping. There is no weird fees coming up like Amazon, really. So it's really very there. You have a place to get your reports and see everything.
So since you've been selling on Walmart for 3 years, have they changed their price, their seller fees at all in the 3 years?
No.
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 There you go. And I'm sure there'll be other questions. So if you do have other questions, please share them. We are going to try to record. I'm not going to say it'll be tomorrow, but we're going to try to record creating an account and then use that for future use. But once we get that recorded, if you jumped onto this training, we'll make sure you have access to that edited version of the recording that shows the process. But don't let that stop you. That's the first thing I need you to do. Don't let that stop you.
Yes.
Forward right now, start tonight, you know, go back over the recording as soon as you get it and get started as quickly as possible. Get your account approved because it's just an opportunity right now to make a lot of money, especially with the fact that Walmart is sure that all of their listings appear on Google. So they're making the investment to do that. So that's all I have. Is there anything else you wanted to share, Michelle?
No, that's it. You know, just good luck, everybody. It's amazing opportunity, and you know, from people that are selling on Walmart, I see they get a really good result really fast, and it's really simple. You know, it's a great marketplace. It's a really good marketplace. So far, they're really good to the sellers. And you know that when you sell on Walmart, you know, there's a big company, they have their own brands, they have their own stuff. You don't need to, you know, worry too much about competition or the Walmart gonna take over your items. They're really not, so far they didn't do anything like it. So they're really just trying to grow their online catalog and add more sellers. That's really their goal. So it's good for you guys.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Especially for those people that are looking for an alternative to Amazon. This is a great
Yes.
opportunity. All right. Well, we're going to close it out. I hope this was a blessing to you and good luck in your business. And as soon as the recording is available, we'll edit it and send it out. And then we'll go from there. So thank you so much, Michal. You are amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh.
And you and I will talk later.
All right.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.